Last week, I said My Hero put out the best episode of the week. And in my opinion, not this week. Okay, I'm joking. It was a bad episode. It was a great follow-up episode. Really did what it chose to do. No complaints whatsoever. Just wasn't as hyped as last week with Shigaraki awakening. But don't worry, because the thing this sets up for next week, boy, next week is about to be a movie. I'm the Loudmouth Green Agent. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, please. Let's get to like the first 20 subscribers. I want like 7 now. Let's get up to 20. Let's just get straight into it. Last we left off, Fat Gum was nearly just sat on by Mount Lady. Such a lucky guy. But you know, it's always the other guys. Anyway, he spots Todoroki, right? From last episode, Todoroki, he saved Hawks from, Darby. And so he tells Todoroki, look, the medical unit's at the front, get Hawks there, we'll see to him. The rest of the heroes are like, look, let's keep going, let's keep taking out as many villains as possible. That's when Geten, the commander from last episode, he attacks the heroes with ice. But this is when you see that the heroes start to work not starting, but they realize they need to continue to work together to take out these villains. So you get Mount Lady and Cementos working together. Cementos, he creates a big wall of cement, and Mount Lady, he grabs the wall and forms like a club of cement and uses it as a hammer and just starts hitting ice and destroying it and getting rid of it. And it's a useful combo, great use of their quirks. Really like how they're forced to like work together. Below them is just like a group of heroes, and they're like moving to support Mount Lady. But then one of the heroes clock, wait a minute, weren't you upstairs with Mr. Compress and Toga? Turns out it's Toga in disguise, and she just cuts them up like it was nothing. She kills like maybe 4 or 5 of them in an instant. And Mr. Compress, he upstates Darby and says, Twice sacrificed himself to save us. It's most likely he's dead. I tried to stop Toga, but she is not having it. Toga is going ballistic. And this is a great way to show the bonds made by the villains. Because it's easy just to be like, they're villains, they don't really care about each other, just a means to an end. But you really get the sense of Twice was her comrade, her friend, and the heroes took him away from her, and now she is going ballistic. We cut to a scene where Shigaraki, she's talking to Makia. He's like, look, I'm awake. The big boss is here, the top G is here. We're gonna do this. And so, while he's doing this, something's going off in Shigaraki's head. We don't know what, we don't get an explanation, but it's just his voice, and he's just saying, get one for all. Now, personally, I think I know what goes on in the manga, so spoiler alert, this is All For One. All For One is obsessed with One For All, so he's trying to tempt Shigaraki to go in after it. While in this sort of like stunned mental state, Endeavor sees him. He's like, look, I need to stop him now before he can do any more. And he does this move. I forgot what the name is, but it's essentially just a curtain of fire. And Shigaraki's just in the middle of this fire. But he's not moving. He's not even reacting. He's just taking it. And Shigaraki flies up to him and uses like move to sort of explode him out the air. I don't know whose quirk it is. I'm not too sure, but he uses it. And while he's up there, Endeavor sees Shigaraki's healing. And he's healing like a no-move. He's regenerating very quickly. And he makes contact, and he makes contact with other heroes, and he tells them, look, if you can get here without touching the ground, come, we need to stop Shigaraki, because he has the ability now to access those quirks that's been stockpiled by All For One. And it's a great scene. It's a great way to show, okay, he's been hyped up. He is sort of like the focal point of the series. He is sort of like the main boss. Let's show him off a bit. Let's see what he can do. It's a great way to just show a little ability that he can do. And Shigaraki, he's flying and he's just in the air. And he mentions that he's withstood the pain of getting all these quirks in him. He's leveled up. He's awakened. He's accessed more abilities now, but he still feels unsatisfied. And so his next move is to go after One For All. And Endeavor hears this, and so does Deku. Deku hears that Shigaraki's going to be going after him. And the way this is done is we are reminded that cat hero Ragdoll from like seasons ago, her quirk was whoever she saw, she could locate whenever she wanted to. And so Shigaraki uses this quirk to find out where Deku is and starts moving. When I say moving, I mean he is bowing. You are not catching this guy. He is full on in the air, not seeing him. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, that's a motherfucking Terminator about to take out Deku. No jokes here. Deku, he's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Because Endeavor, he warns everyone. It's like, look, he's coming your way. You need to go. So Deku's looking around. People being evacuated. There's dead people everywhere. The heroes are doing the best they can. But he realizes that he's only after me. Let me go. Let me skirt. Let me go. It's time. Does your SpongeBob meme is like, well, it's time to head out. But Kachan was listening too. So he accompanies Deku and they separate from the group. And so Deku, he tells the plan to Endeavor. He's like, look, I'm going to go to a quiet area where there's no one there. Just you tell me if he changes direction at any point, right? And so, because Endeavor doesn't know about All For One. He doesn't know. And so he's just wondering, why is Deku leaving the group? And furthermore, why should Shigaraki care that Deku's leaving the group? And so Shigaraki does change directions in response to Deku separating. And Endeavor, he tells Deku, and Deku's like, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. And he also updates the evacuation group. He's like, look, this guy is not the same guy as before. He's moving differently. You know what I'm saying? He's moving differently. Okay, you need to move smart. Because this guy, he is a threat. And so this is all because Deku, right? The reason why he's moving apart is because right now he realizes, he's going to be coming after All For One. All Might told me this, so, I need to be ready. And Kachan, he's like, look, I'm not here because I care about you. Let's just get that straight. I'm only with you because I know what's going on. I know about One For All. I know about your reasons, but look, this guy, he kidnapped me. I don't know how long ago, maybe I'm going to say a couple months ago, maybe a year ago. And he tried to convert me and he used me. And for a minute, I blamed myself for All Might being rendered incapable of doing his work. So when I see him, it's on. I'm about to blow him away. And this is also about the relationship between Kachan and Deku. Because Kachan and Deku, they're rivals. I feel like in terms of one-upping each other, they're like the best rivals in anime. because whatever Deku does to get better, Kacchan will get better. It's like a race, and it's good to see that. And Kacchan doesn't care that Deku has multiple quirks. He will keep up as long as he has to. And so we switch over now to Shigaraki again. The Shigaraki, he's jumping up in the air. He's not jumping up. When I say that, he's sort of like Superman when he jumps up in the air to fly. And so he realizes, they're using those flipping, what's what looking for, Bluetooth headsets, man, so they can communicate. And so he releases an EMP that messes up. So now they can't even communicate. So they have no eyes and they can't hear. They are deaf and they are blind. The power of Shigaraki again, showing just how much of a threat he is. Can you imagine this going off in like a city or in a war? This is detrimental right now. And so he manages to catch up to Deku and Kacchan, right? And just before he can catch them, Grantu, comes with the quick save and says, why are you man out here? You man should not be out here. This is ridiculous. This guy is way too strong for you two to deal with. You're only kids. Let the professionals deal with this. And so the dragon hero, I forgot what her name is. I don't know what her name is. I always forget about it. Let me see if I can just quickly find it. Hold on. This might take a while. But yeah, she goes in to fight Shigaraki. And he goes in to disintegrate her, but nothing works. Okay, her name is Ryukio? Yeah, Ryukio. Ryu means dragons or whatever. Yeah, his quirk doesn't work on her. I think because of the skin or what she was wearing, which is something to keep note of. And Eraserhead, he's okay as well. He uses his quirk to show off the decaying quirk, and he makes the promise, Crust, he saved my life. He made sure I was here, but I'm gonna protect my students. You won't touch them. And in Endeavor, he uses his psychic called Kido, who has the quirk where he could change trajectories. And Endeavor, he sort of flies straight into him and goes boom, straight into the air like a rocket to meet up with Shigaraki. And it looks like it should be a head-on attack. But my guy, Shigaraki, with just pure strength, no quirk, punches the air and moves out the way like it was nothing, like it was easy to him. Again, the capabilities of this new and improved Shigaraki is just off the charts. And so this leads to Mike, the one holding the doctor, to make the comment like, this guy's like the perfect Nomu. Multiple quirks, regenerative health, immense strength. This guy is a monster. And while they're all, taking care of this, Shigaraki awakens every last Nobu that was left in the hospital. Because for some reason, they wasn't affected by the decay quirk. So they're all just sleeping, and he wakes them all up. So now not only is he powerful, but now he has an army at his disposal. And that's where it ends. You see when I told you they were hyping up the next episode? Because now we got the Nomu out, and Gigantomachia is out as well. Because Gigantomachia has been activated by Shigaraki. So that's why I said it's not better than last week, but it's setting up something big. And that is coming next episode. This episode, I'm giving 6 out of 10. Good, solid episode. I think the VIP for this episode has to be, what's his name again? His name just escaped my head. Shigaraki, of course. Maybe Endeavor for keeping up with him. But yeah, this is definitely a Shigaraki episode. Thank you so much for coming. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.